Town roads, bridge and standards.
We've got one thing before
We have
it.
stone
the
environmental contract.
thing. The environmental study, for, this is part of the acceptance process for the $3 million,
I thought we
Did
did
we-
this.
We did this
approve
last week.
Yes.
Not even, it was like 2 meetings ago.
Yeah, so,
It was the last meeting.
With special.
Yeah, we had one
But we
special
did
meeting in
approve.
between.
I think you just gotta get it
We just-
signed.
I think we just need to sign it. Hi.
is there a signature page on this?
Yes,
Where?
right here.
There's a question.
Okay,
I know you signed it, but I went over and read it further.
Okay, what are your questions?
Okay, so we're looking at 1.3.1, which is the historic preservation in the amount of $42,800. And it's basically mitigation for the dam removal. So this isn't gonna be popular, but here goes. So I'm gonna consider this separation of church and state. In that we have the town of Weston and we have the Weston Community Association.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, that amount should be paid by the Weston Community Association. Because it's specifically for the dam removal. It doesn't mention. If you read it. So that would be the first thing. And this could be even more unpopular.
Actually, it says Weston Dam and Bridge. So if we're talking about if you go to the start of this entire contract,
Yes, but if you
it
go
says
to-
Weston Dam and Bridge. So this
But
is
if you go to the 3.3.1,
which page are you on?
3. About 2/3 of the way down, mitigation for dam removal. You see?
1.3.1 historic preservation. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so if you go 2/3 down, a little over to the right of middle, packages appropriate mitigation for dam removal.
My recollection from the town meeting was that the town approved, we move forward under the understanding that it might lead to, we decide to just remove the dam. We decide to remove the dam and the bridge,
Mhm.
like that it was kind of an open-ended thing, including removing
Yes,
the dam.
But the
Correct.
Weston Community Association already signed off on removing the dam.
I don't think the question here is removing the dam. I think her question is who's paying for it, if I understand her question.
Well,
No, wait a minute, let
sorry,
me
yeah.
finish. She's saying you got municipal funds paying for project for private nonprofit organization. And I think that's her question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, yes.
yeah, and you raise a good point. But the other side of the point is that, removing the dam, which is owned by it's owned by the community association.
Mhm.
But the community association receives no benefit from removing the dam because none of their property gets flooded. But a lot of town property does get flooded,
The
and
playhouse,
so the marketplace, the firehouse, and all the houses along the road get flooded. And so it's not like the WCA is, the dam removal, just because they own it, doesn't mean that they have to pay for this historical evaluation, which is required, and it's also required for the bridge. If we don't do this, if we don't do this job, we don't get the grant.
right.
And the the community association derives no benefit whatsoever from, except that they don't have to maintain the dam anymore, which is good news. The other thing is that they have to put up with a lot of people saying, well, I love the dam and, why do we tear it down? And, and the reason you tear it down is because, let's say it's gonna cost $2 million to tear it down, just in round numbers. If you don't tear it down, you're gonna have to repair it. And it was last repaired in 1990. You know how much the repair cost? You don't, but I do. $1.4 million. So to repair that dam in 5 or 10 years is gonna be another 1.4 million. So figure
Yes,
2 million every, so,
I get that, but.
okay.
But the dam wasn't operated as it was originally designed with the.
That's not-
That, I know.
That's irrelevant.
No, it's
In
not.
all due respect, I think it is.
Okay, so here's another question. And again, I'm not gonna be popular, but here's the deal. So my question is, on the select board, are there members of the select board that are part of the Western Community Association? Because then you're playing both sides of the fence and there's a conflict of interest.
Well,
Yeah.
I am on the community association board. Who here drives across the bridge?
Everybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
But we're talking about.
so should we
You
recuse
can't
us?
play both, if there's a direct conflict of interest, if you're voting,
There's no conflict.
Representing
Both
I don't
parties,
see that.
both parties have agreed to move forward with
but
this
the
process.
but the people of the town are going, you may remember I suggested a legal document so that when expenditures either go one way or the other, drawing it up so that you know who covers what.
What you asked us to do last year, I don't remember, was you asked us to create and form a binding contract between us. Yes, that we weren't ready or talking about to
Right.
do a legal binding contract on something that hadn't even been approved yet by the town.
Right.
Then it was approved. Then we went and I know you weren't there for the town meeting where it was approved.
I was online.
Oh, okay, that's thank you for coming. But that was approved, and in order for all of this to go down, we have to follow these steps. It's and there are regulations that I'm not well versed enough on right now to go into or to give you a reason, but I think I'm really thankful for your questions that you're asking.
Yeah, and I just wanna loop back. And I know you're, sounds to me like you are suggesting that the community association should pay the 42,000. Is that what you're suggesting?
That's kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
it equals kinda half and half, basically. If
So,
you look at the total.
so are you advocating that they pay half the 42, or I wanna know exactly what you're looking for?
I
She's
mean-
saying half the study, that the
Half the-
42 ends up being about half the study. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I was thinking the whole study, but
Oh.
again,
How do we
Okay.
break up the
Hold on,
study?
Hold on.
How do you break up the study at this point? I
So-
don't.
I heard you. And with all due respect, I don't agree with you. But that's my prerogative. So I'm going to move